A lot of healthcare workers right now have so many ideas, and we don't know where to go with these ideas sometimes. If you go on my unit alone, there are nurses that have workarounds for everything. There are PCAs that have workarounds for everything. There's a lot of ingenuity going on right in front of our eyes, and we don't know where to take it. So having the Innovation Studio is so advantageous because we can then put those ideas into people's hands that can actually create these ideas and make them come to life.
Really, the Innovation Studio was the beginning of everything. Leaders from the Innovation Studio were really helpful to helping us getting to the next stage of product development. They connected us with the TCO, which stands for Technology and Commercialization Office, which helped spearhead some connections with the College of Engineering.
When people walk into the Innovation Studio, usually they come in with what we call a napkin sketch idea. From there, we have conversation about what that idea is and how we can actually work toward making it tangible.
The product that we designed with the Innovation Studio is a protective sleeve over a vein finder device. What this does is it protects it, so whenever it falls off a bed, whenever a staff member might accidentally drop it, it provides that cushion so we can eliminate the cost of refurbishing or obtaining a new one, which can be costly.
This is the Bag Below Bladder Buddy, the B3 Buddy, and we were able to test this as a feasibility study on real patients in the hospital setting. So we found that it actually worked on real people.
So we talk a lot about innovation in the studio in terms of noticing and finding the pain points throughout the day that you experience. And it could be with anything. It could be a product or it could be a system that you're engaging in or a part of. Innovation is that moment where you decide to do something about it, where you decide to problem solve instead of just enduring this pain point that you're experiencing.
This idea came from devices that were continuously being dropped, and one year I did replace 2 of these devices, which was over $10,000. Emily is my assistant manager, and Emily said, there's an innovation studio, we should really take this idea.
Myself and a few team members, Barb Potts and Lindsay Ring and Michelle Kuhn, we were all part of a work group called the CAUTI Prevention Work Group. So CAUTI stands for Catheter-Associated Urinary Tract Infections. So our team came together to help prevent urinary tract infections in the hospital setting. We found that there was nowhere to put urinary drainage bags while patients were walking, so that's why we came to the Innovation Studio.
So what we do here is we actually take them through the process of designing and empathizing with the problem, with iterating on what that solution might be, either through 3D printing or laser cutting. And the end goal is to produce a tangible result that you can hold in your hands and ultimately to work toward commercialization and possibly even a patent. Karen Mead and her team have gone through what's called the iterative design process to come up with this final product that's in its provisional patent phase. To do that, they went through a number of different stages of sketching and 3D modeling until they finally came up with something that worked, that they could 3D print.
When Emily and I brought this to the Innovation Studio, we had no clue what they could do. We're like, we're gonna pitch this to them, let's see if they had any idea. Josh actually just took the reins. He said, I know exactly what to do.
One of the great things about working for the College of Nursing Innovation Studio is that I have access to teams of interprofessional experts in their fields who want to come together to produce healthcare-related results that can actually make a difference in people's lives. Whether or not it be through producing a prototype or a system, I get to offer my design expertise and experience to them so that we can create the CAD file, so that we can produce something that's really tangible, that's real, that we can take through to commercialization and hopefully into a place where we can actually help people.